we see how to construct a circuit like this and answer to the questions related to the circuit. Construct the following circuit and simulate that using Pspice. So you are asked to construct a circuit like this and then simulate it using the Pspice simulator and find the value of I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Node A. So this particular thing is called as node A and this is called as node B and this is called as node C. Node is nothing but the junction where more than two components, electronic components, get interconnected. Here A is a node, B is a node and C is a node. I1 is the current flowing through this particular branch. Okay, so direction is not specified here. If I put one direction like this, it means the current is flowing like this from point B towards node A, node B towards node A. Now, if I mention current direction like this current direction is going from node B towards node A. Okay, so as I didn't mention any directions in this particular circuit diagram, so you don't worry about the sign of the current component, right? So you are asked to write only the magnitude of that current. So whether it is plus 2 amperes or minus 2 amperes, okay, so that is you have to write that as 2 amperes. Okay, let us suppose the current from A to B in this direction if it is 2 amperes, in opposite to that it is going to be minus 2 amperes. Okay, so I didn't specify the direction of the current, so you no need to worry about plus sign or minus sign in this particular circuit diagram. In this circuit diagram, this component is VDC and this is resistor R and this is VDC and this is what is the ground symbol EG and D, EG and D, EG and D. Okay, and how many resistors are there? One, two, three, four. How many power supplies or VDCs are there? One, two, and three. Okay, and ground symbol, one ground symbol is there, right? So, and in this type of circuit, so this is VDC, uh, and in this circuit, this is R, and this is another R, and this is IDC. This component name is IDC, constant current source. Constant current source. So means through this particular branch, the current flowing through this branch is 2 amperes. Through this, the current flowing through it 1 ampere. You can see the current flowing from A to C is given the name as I1. Straight away you have to write 1 ampere here. You don't need to simulate circuit diagram for this. Okay. So what you have to do for this type of question is first you have to select the components using the simulator. Okay, you just have to select the components and then interconnect them with the help of the wires and then you simulate it and find the and write the answers for the required questions. Right now let us construct this circuit diagram. So for that what I have done is I just have gone to draw and then get clicked on get new path. This dialog box will open. This I have given VDC, path name is VDC. Okay, you click on place and you get the required component. Okay, you require more number of times. You click on the screen. Okay, then if you require 5 times, click on 5. 5 power supplies, 5 VDCs for your circuit. You click on the work area 5 times. If you don't want, you click on escape. Now resistors you want resistors. So in that manner, resistors are so IDC, this is IDC, okay, and EG and D, and this is L is inductor, C is capacitor. Okay, so AC voltage source, V is sine signal generator. Okay, so after placing the components, you click on this work area. This is zoom in, zoom out, zoom a particular area, and this is zoom to fit the page, right? So after that, what you do is you have to you just have to construct this circuit diagram. You want to construct this particular circuit diagram. So what I am trying to do is I'm trying to construct this type of circuit diagram. So for that I already have selected the components and I'm interconnecting them with the help of the wire. Okay, click on the wire, one click here, second click, one click and another click here to interconnect them like this and okay, interconnect them, and this is the name box, this is what is the value box, and this is what is the component symbol box. So if you want to change the value, there are two ways. So one is to double click on the value box or else click on the schematic symbol. Click on the symbol, you can see here. I'm zooming and showing you. Okay, okay, if I want to change the value of this resistor, double click on this, and then here this 560 is there. This 560 you can change it to 220 record. 220 means 220 ohms, K means 220K, capital M means 220 mega ohms, like that. You don't need to put a symbol like 220. Okay, according to the requirement, you just click on that value and then change that value, right? So the value of this resistor should be 560 and this should be 680. So I'm changing it directly 680, and this thing should be 10 volts and this one should be 22 volts, 22 volts, and this one should be something like 470 ohms. The value of this resistor is 330 ohms. So I am changing this by double clicking the value box, that is 330, and the value of this voltage supply is 5 volts. So I'll change this as 5 volts. And one more thing you have to remember, so don't change the name. You want to change the name of this particular resistor like R2, R3 or something like that. So reference designator should not be changed. Should not be changed. You should not change this to something else. So you don't touch the name of the component. Okay. So save this. Once you have constructed the circuit, save this with some name. With some name. So then come down to analysis, simulate. Analysis and simulate. So it is solving the given problem. Now the problem is solved. You can see here simulation completed. Simulation completed. Okay. So now it is ready to give the answers for the questions, whatever that you're going to ask. Okay. Whatever the questions that you're going to ask, it is going to give you the solutions for them. So what you do is you uh, you ask the first question. So that is I1. I1 is the current flowing through this. So here there is a provision like this. I means it will show you the bias point details, current display. If you click on this, it is showing the current flowing through various branches. Okay, so this current is, you can see the direction of the current. So 34.93 milliamps. The current flowing through this particular branch is I1, that is nothing but 34.93 milliamperes. You write that here, 34.93 milliamperes. Okay. Now coming to this, so the current flowing through this particular branch is given the name as I2. How much is that? You see and write. Okay. So the current flowing through this particular branch, of course, this is in a different direction. This is the opposite to the opposite direction. It's coming from B node B to node A, but still that is 14.06. You write 14.06 milliamperes. Okay, and the current flowing through this particular branch C2A is I4. So identify that this is the current flowing through the branch C2A. So that is 26.46 milliamperes. So 26.46 milliamperes. Don't forget to write the units also, milliamperes. Now the current flowing through this particular branch is I3. So how much is that I3? You can see here. This is 49.0, milliamperes. 49, you write 549 milliamperes as an answer for this particular I3. And I5, how much is I5? I5 is the current flowing through this particular branch, either in this direction or else in that direction. Doesn't matter. Okay. So you see this. The current flowing through this particular branch is the current flowing through this particular branch is 25 point. Of course, the same thing. This or this, both are same. Okay. This is the current flowing through this branch component and this both are in series, so the same amount of current flow through both the components. 22.54 milliamperes. You write 22.54 milliamperes. Okay, done. Now the thing is voltage at node. So you are done with the currents. So you deselect this thing, you deselect this and click on V. We will show you the voltages at various nodes. This is the voltage at this point. This is the voltage at this point. This is the voltage at this point. Okay. So at this point, minus 9.56 volts is there. You write voltage at node A is minus 9.56 volts. Node C, which is node C? This is node C. So here in the circuit diagram, node C is 12. This is node C, 12.44 volts. You write 12.44 volts. 44 volts. Now coming to node B. So this is node B, so that is 0 volts. So this is node B, so that is 0 volts. This is the answer for the question that I have asked you uh, under construct the following circuit and simulate using these files. Okay, the same thing. Okay, like here you have to consider IDC, two resistors and two resistors here and VDC, and simulate it like this. Simulate this circuit and find out the value of the current flowing from A to node C, which is nothing but I1. That value you write it here. I2 value, whichever current flowing from A to B, that is given the name as I2, that value you write it here. Okay, the current flowing through this branch is given the name as I3, that you write it here. And similarly, I4, that you write it here. I5 is the current flowing through this branch, that value you write it here. Okay, so similarly, one more set. In this particular set, two current sources are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 resistors are there, and one VDC is there. Construct and find the value of I2, write it here, I4 you write it here, and I3 you write it here, and I1 is the current flowing through this branch, you write it here. That's it. That is the answer to that question. And in another set, construct the following circuit and simulate using Pspice. In the following circuit, V is equal to 191. Okay, in all these circuit diagrams, I have mentioned the value of this VDC, that is 10 volts, 5 volts. But here in this problem, I have given V value separately. So here the V value is 191 volts. Okay, V is equal to 191 volts. So construct the same. Rest all the things are same, right? So here you can see the direction of the current is given. I is going from this side to this side. Let us suppose the current flowing through this branch is 2 amperes, and the opposite current direction is minus 2 amperes. But the magnitude remains same, but the sign changes. The quantity remains same, but the sign changes. If the current from A to B, if that is positive, A to B is I1. Let us suppose if that is 2 amperes. Okay, the current flowing from B to A is minus 2 amperes. So that is the only difference between the direction given problem and the problem where the current directions are not mentioned. Okay, here node A, this is what is node A and this is node C. Node B and node D both are same. Okay, so you can say this is a single node. Okay, because this is a wire. This is how we simplify or give the solutions for the circuit constructed and simulated using the problem, uh, simulated using the Pspice software uh, for the currents and various node voltages. Thank you.